listening to Hot 702.5 FM. You're listening to MVP Speaks Radio. Hi.
Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On Hot7025FM.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Tune in every Thursday from 5 to 5:55 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM for MVP Speaks Radio. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in to MVP Speaks Radio on Hot 702.5 FM. We are live in the studio. Shout out to everyone who is tuning in or who will be tuning in online or wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you guys always being here. I'm excited about today's show because I'm is. But you know how we do. Before we get into the show, we're going to just get the energy buzzing with these Be Inspired, inspirational messages, because that's how I like to do it. I hope everyone is really good out there. It's kind of nice outside in Las Vegas today. Feels good. So let me pull some messages and let's see what we got. All right, you guys. The first one is praise yourself. You are doing it. How often do you give yourself praise and really tell yourself, yeah, I'm doing it? Whatever it is you're doing, I don't care what it is. For some reason, sex popped in my mind. That's not necessarily what I was talking about, but whatever you're doing, praise yourself because you are doing it. And you just praise yourself, you guys. I love myself enough to only show love to others. Love yourself enough to only show love to others. Because when you show love to others, it's more for you than it is for them. I don't know. You vibing with me? Don't trip. You are loved and supported. Don't trip. You are loved and supported. When I wrote that message, it was with the intention of reminding yourself that you are loved and supported really beyond this physical realm. You are loved and supported from the divine source creation, from your ancestors, whatever's on the other side that we can't see. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you are loved and supported beyond that. It's beyond any support that these humans you think can give you. You got it already, like, magnified a zillion billion times. So you are loved and supported. So don't ever trip. You guys, don't ever trip on support. I feel like I should just go right into the topic, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it steady. We're going to get back to that. My words drip like honey. I know my words drip like honey. I hope y'all words dripping like honey too. Drip, drip. You like it sweet, you like it drip, drip. Okay, what else we got? I give the best hugs. Hug yourself. Oh, it's my favorite. Okay, give yourself a big hug wherever you are in the world, wherever you're listening. If you're driving, do not hug yourself while you're driving because it's not safe. I want you to be safely hugging yourself. Give yourself a big hug because who gives the best hugs to you should be you. You should hug yourself better than anyone. Better than your mama, your daddy, your spouse, your children. Hug yourself. When you hug yourself, you should feel the utmost freaking love for yourself. My vibration is super fly. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. My vibration is super fly. Yes, it is super fly. Forgiveness is for my heart and peace of mind. That goes along the lines of loving yourself enough to only show to only show love to others. Forgiveness is for you. It's for you. I'm going to keep these ones. All these ones that have to relate to the topic, I'm going to keep them. So when I get to my topic, I can go expand upon my words. Forgiveness is for your heart and your peace of mind. When you forgive others, it has nothing to do with them. and what they did. It has to do with you letting go of the pain and the heartache, and not only letting go of the pain and the heartache, but not allowing the pain and the heartache to change who you are. When we get heartbroken, what do? We're not loving no one else. We're going to be on strike from love. Forget that crap. I'm not opening up anymore. I'm just going to hide away in my cave and just stick to myself because that's where it's safe at. That's how we be, right? When we get heartbroken. But you got to heal the pain and then allow yourself to still love freely, to still be open to more heartbreak. Oh my God, you guys, that's crazy. We have to be open to more heartbreak. Fuck that shit. I'm so tired of being heartbroken. That is not okay. I mean, it's part of the journey, but we'll talk about that more because it'll tie into the topic we're going to talk about later on today. But that's funny. Yeah, we have to be ready for more heartbreak. Like we shouldn't expect heartbreak, but we have to be still open to, experiencing it so that way we don't miss out on something great, like something that's fun and exciting and new and love. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me see what else I got. How you guys doing? Chime in if you're on Facebook. You can call in 702-551-5261. Please call in. I love it when you guys call my name. Call in. Let me know where you're listening from in the world. Where are you at right now? And what time is it? Because it's 5 o'clock over here, but it might be a different time where you at. My divine guidance is always flowing to me. You know that's right. You guys, our divine guidance is always flowing to us. We are never not able to receive whatever it is we feel we need to receive from the other side, be it insight, inspiration, direction, encouragement. Like all of that is available to us at all times. So remember that when you're feeling away and you're just like, I've been feeling so good lately. I haven't even been feeling away. I was feeling a little way today. I was feeling a little bit irritated, and I'll talk about that later. Let me stay focused. The world is your stage. Come from behind the curtain. Oh, I got the chills. The world is your stage. Come from behind the curtain. The world is your stage. Do you know that literally everything is like a play? Literally. The world is literally our stage. And we should come out, and we shouldn't hide behind the curtain. We should come out of our space, out of our, come out. The world will appreciate you. As long as you appreciate yourself first. There's nothing to fear, nothing to hide from. Snicker at life. I love that one. It's one of my favorite ones. That's why I'm a comedian. Because we got to laugh at this shit, you guys. We really got to laugh at it. Feel your pain about whatever it is you got to feel your pain about. And then transmute that shit into something like great and powerful. Like whatever you feel like you can create. And if you feel like you can't create anything, come holler at me because we can create. We can create so much. It's all we do is create. Like we can create chaos or we can create bliss. You know what I'm saying? So snicker at life. Laugh at it. Don't take it to your heart. That's really what that message means. Like don't take it, just snicker at it. Like, you know how like say for instance, someone's lying to you and they lying to you, but they just keep lying and you just looking at them and you just kind of snicker like, okay, motherfucker, I know you lying, but whatever, that's how you got to be about life. It's life. This whole life is a lie. Have we had that conversation before? The whole life is an illusion. It's an illusion. I'm amazing. Hell yeah, I'm amazing. And you are amazing too. And I encourage you to tell yourself every day how amazing you are. I always say for the longest time, I've been telling people, we beat out the sperm. We made it to the egg. We got through the womb. We got born. Like we already made it. Like we already made it. But I saw a meme that said you did not win the race to the egg. Oh man, the egg chose you. What? I got the chills. That you were chosen. Literally, I saw it clear as day in my mind. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, you're the chosen one. The egg chose you. You were chosen. My voice reigns supreme, and your voice reigns supreme. Whatever it is that you are saying, your body's listening, the universe is listening, God, whatever we call the other side of this this life experience we're living, like wherever we came from, because we came from somewhere to here. We didn't just be here. Anyways, remember the womb. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that one that just came. Look at that one. Remember the womb. How divinely timed is that? I love alignment. We all came from the womb. So we got to remember that. Like literally, we all used to be inside of a belly, our mama's belly. God bless her for carrying us through and seeing us through. Sometimes that's all our parents' job is, to get us here, and we on our own after that. It seems kind of sad, but sometimes that's why I got to snicker at that shit. Like, what the hell? But no, sometimes that's what it is. Remember the womb. Oh man, that's where we all came from. Just think back as far as back as you can remember, and see if what you can remember about developing. Literally, I was talking to somebody yesterday about this. Who was I talking to? So I was talking to somebody about developing a baby in the womb. Or was that a dream? Oh man, I can't remember. That's creepy. Anyways, loving myself feels good. Hell yeah, loving myself feels good. It feels nice to have the studio to myself. I've been having so many guests lately. I'm like, oh, this is peaceful. It's just me, myself, and I, and you guys. Call in to the call-in line, 702-551-5261. Anyone that comments on the post or calls in and letting me know that they are listening, and then comes to the Square Bar tonight for comedy to see me do comedy, is going to get 10 entries into the raffle. And I'll tell you what that is in a minute, because I'm staying focused. My fire is my passion. Bro, I look for ways to light myself up. How do you look for ways to light yourself up? You know how I do that? Like when I go outside, I'm outside a lot. And I walk a lot too. And when I'm walking, like I look at the flowers, I see everything that I can see that's pretty and beautiful, the sky, my favorite cars, couples holding hands, like whatever just makes me be like, oh, I love that. The freaking mountains with the snow, it looks so beautiful. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my God, this is freaking beautiful. I live here. So that's one way that you can look for ways to light yourself up. What are you passionate about? Ooh, what are you passionate about? Leave in the comments, what are you passionate about? Practice doesn't make perfect. I'm a perfect confection. Practice doesn't make perfect. I am a perfect confection. Perfect, just the way you are. Do you believe that? Of course we're going to evolve and change. We can't help but evolve and change. It's part of life. That's why it makes you perfect, just right as you are. Perfection. You're perfect. Take it or leave it. If I see you, I'm going to see you as perfection. I am exactly where I need to be. I know that's right, motherfuckers. I know. I felt that when my spirit was like, oh yeah, you is. I'm is. And so are you, no matter where you are. And remember, wherever you are is just now. The power of my mind is incredible. My joy is in my journey. Wow. These were some great messages. I'm just going to read them all. Why not? It's one set of messages that we're getting today. Remember the God in you. Remember the God in you. If the God is in you, guess what? That means you are the God. You're not the God of the world. You're the God of you. Now, sometimes when I tell people, oh, you are God in the flesh. No, they'll be like, I'm not God. I can't be God. I can't make a flower grow. I can't make a tree grow. You know, first of all, yes, you can. But we are all God. Like we came directly from the source. Whatever you call it, we can say God, but the God goes by so many names. Like the name is not even important. Like because it's unnameable at the end of the day. Like, the source of everything, how can we put a name on that? When you put a name on something, you limit it, you put a cap on it. It's just, it's just what it is. Well, but it can be, it is what we say it is. Compassion is sweet. I need this one for today's messaging, for today's messages. My vibration is super fly. I got that one twice, I think, because I mixed them all back up. Thank yourself. You came a long way. Putting myself first is okay and necessary. My dreams need me to succeed. All I have to do is believe. This life is for you. I choose to live in victory. Speak life, speak love. Your desires are certain. Love is the answer. The world is my mirror. I see myself reflection. Happiness loves you. Happiness loves you, motherfuckers. Do you know that? Happiness loves you. Oh, I got chills again. Mother shit. Take a deep breath. Celebrate your breath. Take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Love is abundant and overflowing. You guys know that love is abundant and overflowing? It really is. Truly, truly is. First of all, it should be abundant and overflowing from yourself to yourself. The power of my mind is incredible. The joy is in my journey. I am amazing. My voice reigns supreme. Snicker at life. I bring the best of yesterday into today. Forgiveness is for my heart and peace of mind. Joy is my birthright. The world is my stage. Come from behind the curtains. Remember the God in you. Loving myself feels good. Remember the womb. I'm exactly where I need to be. Practice doesn't make perfect. I'm a perfect confection. I give the best hugs. Hug myself. My words drip like honey. Praise yourself. You are doing it. I love myself enough to only show love to others. My divine guidance is always flowing to me. Don't trip. You are loved and supported. And imagine 3 things that make you smile. All right, you guys. That was that. That was the Be Inspired inspirational messages for today. Let me know how you felt. How'd you feel when I was just reading them back to back, like black, 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 back to back. Speaking of black, 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 we're going to talk about triggers and support from our family and friends and beyond today. But I wanted to give a shout out, you guys, a freaking super shout out. This is my 7th month, beginning today, doing my hot 702.5 FM radio show. I'm so excited. 6 months. 6 months. You guys know I was homeless, jobless, everythingless. Well, not really, because I had stuff. But not everythingless. I was going through a lot. When this opportunity came, and when I just decided to take it no matter what, because I didn't know what could come of it. And I wanted to do it. So here I am 6 months later. I've had 24 live shows. That's amazing. 24 live shows. 2 were replays. I've had 25 guests. 11 first-timers, people who never been on the radio before. That's exciting to me. Having their interviews, I love it. It's amazing. And so, yeah, I'm super excited. And I just thank you guys so much for always tuning in and calling into the hotline 702-551-5261, chopping it up with me as we talk about, what's popping, what's going on. The 2 topics I chose today, let's also shout out to my partners and supporters, Scorpio Royalty Productions, The Truth Spot, LV, and we'll talk more about all of them later, but I just wanted to shout them out. Shout out you guys for listening and tuning in, and shout out to me Shout out to me, MVP. I'm throwing up the East from Milwaukee. So today we're going to talk about support and what can we do along our journey to gather the support that we desire. We're also going to talk about being triggered, emotionally triggered, because the last couple weeks I have been around some situations where people were triggered, where people were feeling unsupported, and I just wanted to really touch base on that and give some MVP insights about all that. We're gonna start with with talking about being triggered. Now, this may be sensitive. If you guys are sensitive right now, I don't want you to leave. I really want you to stay whenever you come across this, because I'm going to be talking about some sensitive topics, but I think it's important. And I feel like if it's too sensitive for you, that's more reason for you to stay and listen, because sometimes we can allow our sensitivity to keep us in a particular place when we should be elevating and growing from it. So with that being said, let's talk about triggers, emotional triggers, something that causes an intense negative emotion to come out of you. Now, that's very important to note. The intense emotion is coming out of you. Okay? That's what a trigger is. Maybe you got your heart broken. We'll start with that because everyone probably can relate to that, getting a heart broken. You broke up with somebody, the relationship didn't work, whatever. Maybe that particular person cheated on you, and maybe they were mean to you. So you're out of that situation, and now say you're watching a movie, and in the movie the girl is getting cheated on, and the boyfriend is mean to her, or it could be the other way around. It could be a man, because it's not just men who cheat, and it's not just men who are mean. Women definitely do. Everyone does it. I'm not saying you do it particular, but I'm saying both sexes are guilty. So the movie comes on and you're watching it or whatever, and you see, okay, this is what's happening, and you're triggered. You start feeling emotional about it. You start thinking about what your experience was. And it causes a negative emotion. Like now you're sad, now you're crying, now you throw the TV out the window, or, whatever it is, whatever it is. And I just want to let you guys know, like, if I'm laughing throughout of all this conversation, it's okay. It's not insensitivity. We got to snicker at the life and our experiences. So don't feel away. Try not to feel away. But so you have this emotion come out of you. And that's your trigger. So your particular trigger in this situation is the same experience that you witnessed on the TV is an experience that you had in your life. Now, I'll give an example from my own personal life. So some years ago, when I was doing some training for a company I worked for, we were doing child abuse and awareness and neglect, or sexual trauma training, or a sexual abuse training, or something like that. And it was just this whole freaking day, or however long it was, about how do we stop our children, and how do we keep stop our children from being hurt? How do we keep them safe? And, just knowing the signs. And it was just really intense, and it was heavy. And they told us it was going to be. I was triggered from that. I was triggered. I was sad. I didn't want to be around it. I didn't want to know about. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. Like, why? I was triggered. And I was triggered because I was molested when I was young. I was hurt as a young girl. And at the time of this training or whatever, I hadn't, the trigger let me know that that wound was still tender. Like, oh, like it's still, like it's hard. Like I have to nurture myself now. I have to soothe myself. That was a zillion years ago. Like that happened to me. So it's up to me to understand that. First of all, okay, this triggered me because I'm still hurt by it, because I'm sensitive to it. And first of all, it's nothing wrong with being triggered. Let's clear that up too. It's not like, oh, you're wrong because you're triggered. No, it's not right or wrong. It just is what it is. And we can't label stuff right or wrong. We just have to, like, it is. It is what it is. And when you get triggered, it's for a reason. Like, I was so triggered and I was like sad and crying and I had these negative emotions and, thinking about like what happened to me when I was little, and it was hard. But knowing that that's what, like, having an understanding of what that trigger means enables me to heal from within myself, and enables me to like have compassion. That was another thing, like have compassion for what you went through. And I believe we are all responsible for our own triggers. If something happens where you're triggered, it's not the person who did it. It's not their fault. Like, even if they know, people will push your buttons if you're in that type of situation. And even if they're doing it on purpose, because people know, oh, someone's so sensitive about this, I'm going to, be an asshole and trigger them. You know how we could get ourselves around people that we shouldn't really stay around too long. But even if someone's triggering you on purpose, pushing your buttons, that's still you that's triggered by it. It's still you that's getting your buttons pushed. And so some things that can trigger us, like I said, those were two experiences, but you can be triggered by an event. You can be triggered by what you believe. Someone challenging your beliefs can trigger you. And I always feel like if someone is challenging your beliefs and you have an emotional response like that's negative or like, it's not cool, that means you probably don't necessarily believe what you believe. You might want to believe something different. Because if you believe something or it to be true, like, it's not ain't nobody gonna trigger you. Like, people, is a freaking zillion people on the planet, and everybody can just believe something different. That gave me the chills. Like, that's crazy. Like, you can be triggered by rejection. You can be triggered by betrayal. You can be feeling like you are unwanted or unneeded. Like, all these things can trigger an emotional response within us if we are not, or if we are actively having something in us to, to bring it out. And this is another thing. Like, I believe that we call our experiences to us for a purpose. So if you're triggered, that's a blessing. I didn't always feel it as a blessing. There was many years I felt like a victim. I felt like everything was happening wrong. Like, people were mean to me. I'm the nicest motherfucker that I know. Like, I'm super nice. Like, I just love everybody. And I think everyone should just love everybody. Like, like what? Like, it's not hard, you guys. I mean, it is kind of, because we've been through some shit. But, I'm nice. And, oh, man, I lost my train of thought. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. That's why I need someone up in here to help keep me straight. But yeah, I felt like a victim. Like, I didn't always appreciate being triggered. But now, as I've done some work within inside myself, and work sounds like, oh, I got to work on myself because something's so wrong with me. No. Working on yourself is really just spending time with yourself. It's really just loving on yourself. It's doing what you want to do because you want to do it and because it brings you joy. It's making yourself happy. It's choosing to see the world as your reflection. You know what I'm saying? Those are ways that I was able to heal the wounds that I have from various life experiences. And so when I get triggered, Now I can be more responsive instead of reactionary. And what the trigger does is usually when we're triggered, we have an automatic response, like, "Arr!" Like we're automatically, fine. You could be literally like just having a regular cool day. You're not tripping on nothing, and something can happen, and it can trigger you to be irritated or to be mad. Like that happened to me earlier today. I was so mad today. I wasn't really mad, but I was just irritated. Like I walked into 7-Eleven. I was going to go get some ice or something to drink or whatever. And the guy was like, "You need to leave your bag at the counter." And I'm like, "I'm not I was so perturbed at that. I don't know why, but I was like, "I'm not leaving my bag at the counter. Like it's my bag. Like I'm not going to steal your 7-Up or your chips. Like I just want some ice, motherfucker. I'm not leaving my bag up here." So I didn't say nothing like negative to the guy. I just turned around and I said, well, I probably said it out loud to myself that, fine, I'll just go somewhere else or something like that. Oh yeah, he was like, "Ma'am." Oh yeah, because I was already by the soda machine. That's what made me irritated. I'm already over here. You could see me right from the counter. I'm just going to get some ice. And you talking about bring your bag to the counter. No, I'm not bringing my bag to the counter. He was like, "Ma'am, these are our rules." He was so polite. He was like extra polite. It was kind of funny. He was extra polite. Like he was like, "I'm going to speak clearly to your ass and you better not talk back. Bring me your bag." So I just left because I was irritated. And then when I went into the next store, they told me the same thing. I turned around and left. I said, "I am not feel like leaving my bag with nobody right now." So I was perturbed. I was triggered. I still don't know why. I got to figure that out. I was just a little bit irritated. Like, I'm not leaving my bag, you guys. I'm not. So, anyways, triggers are your responsibility. You are responsible for how you feel when a person, place, or thing causes you to negatively respond or react. You have to know, why am I feeling this way? Most of the times we do, sometimes we don't, but that's okay. But you have to give yourself the power. When you put it on them, "Oh, they triggered me. Oh, they did this. Oh, they did that." No, motherfucker, you let them do that. You allowed them to do that. And you guys, it's 2023. We got to stop allowing motherfuckers to control our emotions and to manipulate us. Because we have to. It's time to stop that shit. Your responsibility. Acknowledge how you feel. Don't judge yourself for how you feel. You're not wrong for feeling that way. Not at all. Not by any means. But you have to give yourself some space. You have to give yourself time to open your mind and don't judge yourself for being triggered, for having a negative reaction, because you're human. Like, it's okay if you do that. But what are you going to do about it now? Now that you've had that reaction, now that you had that response, now what are you going to do? You're going to smack somebody? You're going to calm down? What are you going to do? How do you do it? And, own it to yourself. This is my trigger. I'm heartbroken and I saw this and it made me sad. Or somebody yelled at me. And I don't like being yelled at, because when I was little, my mama or my daddy used to yell at me and it made me mad. Or I don't like feeling disrespected. Or I don't like when people don't listen to me. Or I don't like this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. You can't control anybody but you. Only you are the only one you control. And like I said, it's just honor your feelings about being triggered. You can ask yourself, why did I attract this experience to me? I'm a firm believer that we bring everything to us. We are attractors with our energy. We are attractors with our vibration. We are attractors with our words. Why did you bring this experience? So you can see that you're still tender in that wound, and you need to love on yourself. And you need to forgive. Forgiveness is for your heart and peace of mind. You need to have forgiveness for those people who didn't know what the hell they was doing. You know what? We all been through some traumatic stuff in life. Most people. Some people haven't. Some people had a cool life, and that's what's up. They probably went through some trauma in another life, and they done graduated now. That's all we're doing. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Fuck that shit, you guys. Let's heal. We can just heal ourselves. It's not as hard as we make it. We make it hard. We make it hard. Loving yourself, forgiving those who you feel came against you, because like I said, we bring it to us. Why did I attract this experience? What am I feeling? What am I paying attention to? What am I thinking? So many factors go into all of that. Why does this person or this experience have so much power over me? Mostly because it's something we're holding on to from the past. Like I said in the beginning, like we get heartbroken and we like, oh man, fuck that shit. I'm not loving nobody no more. I'm going to just, I'm just going to be a hoe or something. Like, like, I don't know. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not falling in love. I'm not opening up myself. But that's not healing. Like, we can't allow what happens to us to keep us from enjoying life and from being open to experiencing, life and love and happiness or whatever it is that I keep knocking this thing today. Whatever it is that we're experiencing. Where's your attention going? Give yourself attention. Give yourself love. Give yourself care. Give yourself forgiveness. Speaking kindly to yourself. Nurturing. Literally nurture yourself. Like, it's okay. You are loved. Everything is going to be fine. You are healing. Like, don't worry. Like, you literally have to nurture yourself. Like, freaking, like you're the mother. Like, mother yourself, nurture yourself, hug yourself, give yourself that. Allow yourself to receive that love from you will help you along your journey, and it will heal your wounds, and then you won't be triggered. And you guys, I can see a lot of stuff on the internet. People always talking about high vibrations and this, that, and the other. And, oh man, I did it again. We call it to us. That was for the next topic. That wasn't for this topic. So anyways, my point is, you guys, I want to, first of all, just remind you guys that you guys are loved, you guys are supported, you guys are valued, like you have purpose and greatness, and you are God in the flesh. I believe that you are, and you are whatever you say you are. And you can be healed from your pain. You can be healed from your triggers. And it's your responsibility to put that work in. But the work is more like love. The work is more like time to yourself. The work is more like writing out your thoughts, or, forgiving the people who you feel came against you, who you feel hurt you. Once you empower yourself within that way, you'll it's like I just got like a vision of like you're pouring into yourself, and as you pour into yourself, like you're standing on top of yourself. I can't explain what I just seen in my head. It was like a dirt. It was like the flower was growing, like no matter. I can't explain it anyways. It might be too weird. It might be too deep inside my mind, you guys. But yeah, you guys, and now's the time. Like, a lot of us are going to be getting triggered a lot, and you have to give yourself, like, you have to like really like stop. When I was when I was a young mom raising my children, I still look young too. I took a parenting program. It was called STAR. It was Stop, Think, Ask, and Respond. Those are the steps you take before you even acknowledge whatever somebody brought to your face. So if you find yourself like being triggered like by anger, like people irritating you, like, first of all, stop. Why are you letting people irritate you? Why are you so irritated? Why are you so triggered? Like, you have to go figure out what is the root of that, because it's not ever the thing. It's not usually the situation. It's something deep that is felt. It's something that is not healed. It's something that's still hurting, that needs love and attention. But you can acknowledge that you've been triggered, and for those of you, who maybe don't deal with people who you triggered somebody. We got to have compassion. Don't be an asshole, and don't do stuff on purpose to people. And if you notice that someone is triggered by a situation and it was like unintentional, clearly they're hurt. Like, we have to have compassion for that and understanding, because that's their life experience. That's just real. We know what it's like, to have people betray us, or to be in pain, or to not feel loved. And that's my thing. Like, I had to get through the worthiness, like feeling worthy and feeling like I'm enough. Ooh, child, I'm more than enough now. More than enough, more than enough. So, yeah, we can't talk too much longer because it's almost time. Dang, I've been running my mouth this whole time. But yeah, so I want to definitely let you guys know that I want to open my inbox. We can go have coffee. We can go have lunch, and we can talk about, what is something particular in your specific life that maybe you need a little guidance on. Like, I believe we have everything we need inside of us, but we also have each other outside of us, so we can utilize each other as best we can, because we're here. Like, we got at the end of the day. Like, all the stuff we're doing, all our gifts and talents and whatever we're doing with our life is whatever. But at the end of the day, we only got each other. If everything but us disappeared, it would just be us. Anyways. So you guys, a couple things. Another thing that, my inbox is open. And I mean that, like, or you can email me, mvpspeakslife@gmail.com. We can set up a Google chat, a Google Meet, or something. We can just have a conversation, because I promise you, it's not hard, and it just takes a little bit of practice. A little bit of practice. Every day. Every day is a new freaking day. Every moment is a new moment. There's only now, you guys. Oh man, if there's only now, then that means there's no new moments. There's only now moments. Is it deep? How deep is it? Ooh, you guys. February was a great month. I'm still celebrating my birthday, but I don't have my crown on today. I left it in a rush. I'm kind of sad, but that's all right. If you got a birthday crown, just wear that motherfucker every day. People are nice to you when it's your birthday. People are nice to you when it's your birthday, like people are nice to you when you're pregnant. Like, it's amazing. I'm going to wear that motherfucker all the time. When they say it's your birthday, I'm going to be like, I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm just celebrating this motherfucker 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right now. Anyways, we only have a few more minutes, and I want to get touching on my second topic, which was getting the support that you need or want from whoever you need it and want it from. It's a topic I have talked about several times since 2016, you guys. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yes, I still count with my fingers just to make sure that shit is accurate. I've been talking on this subject since 2016, and I see things on Facebook or wherever we're at in social media in the world, and there's a lot of memes and posts going around about supporting your friends like you support Beyonce. She doesn't even know you. There's people talking about, I'm not supporting people anymore if they don't support me. There's people saying, my friends don't support me. They don't do enough for me. Oh, you guys, calm down. First of all, you are loved and supported way beyond these humans, way, way, way beyond these humans. And I encourage you, if you feel a lack of support from the people around you, that only means that you are out of alignment with yourself. Yep, I just let a little bit of silence go in there so you can hear it. If you're feeling unsupported, you're feeling unlackful, you're probably just out of alignment with yourself. You're probably focused on the wrong things. You're probably thinking about who's not supporting you. How does that help you to worry about who's not supporting you? How does it help you? It doesn't. It doesn't help you at all. You can have one person support you, even if it's only yourself, but I'm going to give you an extra person outside of yourself. Even if it's your favorite cousin. You just got one favorite cousin that's always hyping you up and telling everybody about you and loving all your songs or whatever. You know, you can have one person that's a ride or die for you. But you too busy focused on the ones that are not supporting you. And guess what? That will only continue to bring you more people who don't support you. It will continue to put you in a lackful place, because thinking about who's not supporting you is thinking in a lack. That is a lackful thought. Who is not? It's empty. There's no one there. You have to find a way to focus your attention on the support that you do have. And even if that's only you, and even if you don't even support your damn self, you got support from beyond the universe. You got support from God or whatever you guys believe in. Ancestors, the universe got your back. You should have your back most of all. You. And you should always do your best to celebrate the people that comment on your posts, the people that share your stuff. If you find yourself feeling like no one's there for you, you should go to everyone that has ever supported you ever and be grateful for them and thank them and appreciate them, because you put yourself then in the vibration of having support. You guys, you can't worry and have faith. You can't say I don't have support and then say I need somebody to support me. You have to know that you are loved and you are supported. And as far as everyone talking about, oh, you guys don't support me like you support the celebrities, they don't even know you exist. Those are the motherfuckers that you want to support you. The ones you don't know exist. Don't nobody know Beyonce? And look how many people support her. So it's not your families and friends and you think aren't doing their job in supporting you. It's not them at all. You know what the real thing is? Stop judging people for what they do, and that will open up the flow for you. You cannot judge your friends for what they post, what they don't post, how they use their social media, if they comment, share, like. All that is a freaking crazy ass illusion. Anyway, it's the matrix within the matrix. That's ridiculous. That's also part of like getting your emotional self together, like not reacting and not responding to. Who cares what people do? Let people do them, and you do you. And here's the thing: if you're truly doing what you want to do, say you just go to all the events or whatever, you just support everybody. If that's what you want to do and you love it and you enjoy it, that's your reward. Like, no one has to pay you back for that. Like, stop making people seem like they got to pay you back. Oh, I came to your event. Now you got to come to my event. I mean, if that's what you do and it's cool, it's cool. But if people don't come, they don't come. And you should only do what you want to do. We got to stop supporting people because I just got to go support. You know, do you really want to go to the Art of a Pisces Healing Bowl session on this day? Maybe you really just want to stay home and watch Netflix. It's okay. The Art of a Pisces, shout out to her chiming in, is not going to care. Everyone is where they need to be. And I promise you, when you start doing more of what you truly want to do, you'll see a drastic change in your life. I can share from my experience, because over the past few months, I have been very intentional with making sure I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm setting the tone for my life. Do I really want to do this? Yes or no? Do you want to get a hotel for your birthday and celebrate yourself? Hell motherfucking yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is, do what you want. And I think it's hard for people to truly do what they want, because we have been so conditioned and so taught, most folks, to sacrifice and do for others. And there's a time and a space for that. But if you don't do what you want for you most of the time, then that sacrifice for others and all that, that's whack. Like, it's not, nobody's really benefiting from it. Yes, unconditional. We got to love each other unconditionally, like, and ourselves unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself unconditionally. If you want your friends, if you feel like your friends don't support you, you should get new friends. You know what I'm saying? Why? If you don't like how they live their lives, maybe you're in a different vibration, a different frequency, and that's all right too. We outgrow each other. We ebb and we flow. The only thing constant in your life is you. Ooh, I said it to myself that time. I felt it. The only thing constant in your life is you. Support you. Do what you want to do. When you don't do what you want to do, you're not supporting yourself. And then you're going to see that reflection in the other people who are not supporting you. You got to go, go to different internet groups where people you don't know are, because those are the ones that you want. You want the people you don't know. Don't worry about us. We gonna see you. We know you since you was little. Don't worry about us. You want to find the people you don't know. Get yourself out there, network. When I first started doing this speaking stuff, man, when I lost my job in 2014 or 2016, I don't even know how long ago that was. Life is crazy. I was just going everywhere. I was going to job fairs, and I was not trying to apply for the jobs. I was giving them my information. Let me come speak to your staff. Let me come give a workshop. I do all that. But I really just want to be an artist now. It's so much fun. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. Don't complain. I promise you, the fastest way to nowhere is complaining. Celebrate. I don't care if you're only celebrating yourself. Celebrate everything that you've done. Get you some Be Inspired, inspirational messages. They will help you along your journey. I definitely didn't have enough time in 1 hour or in 55 minutes to talk about this. There's a lot of stuff that we really could, have some good, candid conversations. And I really wanted some people to share their own experiences, like to talk about some things that trigger them, or how we can help, how we can support each other. We don't need help. We're not helpless, but maybe some guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like remembrance. These messages help you remember the truth about yourself. And whether you're triggered or unsupported, how you feel is your responsibility. So I just want to encourage you guys to continue to celebrate yourself. I promise you, it's the best feeling. The more you do it, and the more you do it. And then it is natural. Then you're not ragging on yourself and you're not bringing yourself down. Or if you do come down, you go right back up, because that's where you're used to being. Yourself is like, whoop, I'm going back up here to the happy place. Yes, you can be happy most of the time. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the lie. It's your choice. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation as much as you could have enjoyed it, and got some insight and something that's useful for you. I hope you take whatever's useful and leave the rest. Just leave it here. If you didn't like it, it's cool. Take some nuggets. Anyone that tuned in today and comes to the comedy show tonight at the Square Bar gets an entry into the raffle. This month's raffle is called 25 and a surprise. You know what it is? It's $25 and a surprise gift. You won't know what it is till you get it. So the raffle entries are still $5. But if you tune in, like my sister Art of a Pisces tuned in, and if she comes to the comedy show, then she gets 10 free entries. But besides that, that's it, you guys. I love everybody. And I'm grateful, and I've been practicing gratefulness and just being in the energy of that. We have a lot to be grateful for, and it's the best feeling. I like money and surprises. Hell yeah. Oh, we love you too. Thank you. I'm so blessed, you guys. I can't even give thanks. I didn't even tell you all about everything I did in February. I was going to do that, but I didn't, so too bad, too sad. We're here every Thursday from 5 until 5:55 p.m. MVP Speaks radio show. Tune in next week. I'm going to have some amazing artists in the studio. I'm excited. From Scorpio Royalty Productions. They're having a artist convention. I don't even know if I said it right. But I'm going to have some cool live guests. I'm excited for that. And what else is happening? I got a few seconds. I don't know. Just tune in every Thursday. Follow me, MVP Speaks. If you don't follow me, I'm everywhere. If you like my radio show, you can leave me a Google review. Go leave a review on the Hot 702.5 FM page. And that's it. It's 5:55. Stay alive. Stay fine. Peace and love. We out.